dividend discount model. So in this part I'm going to discuss about valuation of shares. As we all know that there are two models as far as dividend is concerned. We can find out value of share by constant growth rate model, and one is by dividend discount model. So here I am with a small sum, or you can say cassette of dividend discount model. In this we will find out if company or information where we have more than one growth rate, where company is growing not at the constant rate, but company is growing at more than one growth rate. So in this case, how to find out value of share? So I'm going to discuss about formula also, how to calculate, and what is the value of share. That means at what price we can purchase the share. So the question which we will solve in dividend discount model is V Limited. It has earnings and dividend which have been growing at 18% per year. That means every year company is growing by 18%. But this 18% rate is for next 4 years. So company is growing but at 4 years only. So this 18% rate is applicable for first 4 years. That means whatever profit company is earning, whatever dividend, whatever earnings companies are having, it will be grow by 18% rate, and the same 18% will be applicable for first 4 years. After that, the growth rate will fall to 12%, and this 12% will be continuing for next 4 years, which means we have 8 years information, and in 8 years there are two different growth rate. For the first 4 year, company will be growing by 18%, and for the next 4 years, company will be growing by 12%. And thereafter, the growth rate of company will be constant at 6% forever. So after 8 years, the growth rate of earnings and dividend, or you can say growth of the company, will be constant, and that will be at 6% forever. If the last dividend of company is rupees 2, which is previous dividend, or we also know in terms of finance it is called D0, that is dividend of last year, and that is considered as D0. Now we require expected rate of investor so that we can continue with our solution. So investors expected rate is 15%. Company is growing for first 4 year 18%, next 4 year 12%, and after that it is 6% forever. The last dividend, which is D0, is also given, which is 2 rupees, and the investors expected rate is 15%. That means those who are investing in this company, they have expectation of 15%. With this sum of information, how we can find out value of share? So this is considered as dividend discount model because there are more than one growth rate. So first of all, we need to find out what are the future dividend. As this is the last year's dividend, our job is to find out what is dividend for first year, second year, third year, fourth year, which will grow by 18%. Then from year 5 to 8, it will grow by 12%. And all these future dividend, we will find the present value. So the value of share will be, we will first find out present value of dividend. So to find out present value, first we will find out the future dividends, and then we will find out the present value of shares. So to see this, let us see the calculation. What is the dividend in future and how we can calculate this. So as you can see, First we will find out what are the future dividends. And to find out future dividend, whatever previous dividend I have received or investor has received, for first 4 year there will be 18% growth rate. So you can see this 18% growth rate is applicable for first 4 year, which I have written with blue pen, blue ink. So this is 2 into growth rate 18%. So after year 1, investor will receive 2.36 rupees as dividend. So in second year, whatever investor has received in previous year, again 18% growth rate will be applicable. So last year's, that is for year 2, previous dividend will be year 1 dividend, which is 2.36. In this, 18% growth rate will be applicable, that comes to 2.78. For dividend of third year, previous dividend, that is second year's dividend into growth rate, again it is third year, so 18% rate will be applicable, and that is 3.29 rupees. And year 4, whatever previous dividend, again 18% growth rate will be applicable, which is 3.88. Now from fifth year, the growth rate will get changed, as it is given in information that from year 5 to 8, for that is for next 4 years, the growth rate will be 12%. So whatever previous dividend investor has received, so for dividend of fifth year, fourth year dividend into 12% growth rate, which is 4.34. 4.34 into growth rate 12%, which is 4.86. So for next 4 year, the growth rate is applicable, and the 8th year dividend is 6.10. We have to circle this. I will tell you why circle is important, why we need to make this circle. This is very important, and we have to make the habit of making circle of last dividend, whatever the last dividend is. I'll discuss after some time. Now as our formula, which is present value of dividend, so these all are future dividends. Now our job is to convert into present value, and the present value factor which we can take is whatever the investor's required rate will be the present value factor. So this is 15% first year factor, because this is first year's dividend. This is 15% present value second year factor, because this is second year. Third year and till 8th year, we have found 15% at the rate of 15%, and these are the present value factors. Now all this dividend will be multiplied with respective present value factor, and which will give you present value of dividend. So 2.36 multiplied by respective present value factor is 2.05. Similarly, last, which is 6.10 multiplied by last year's, that is 8th year factor, 0.327, this is 2 rupees. Now when you make total, so from the formula which I have provided, the formula is value of share equals to present value of dividend, and we have found present value of dividend is 16.84, and that is what we have calculated, 16.84. Now the second part of this formula, the total value of share is considered to be the summation of present value of dividend and present value of share. So now we are concentrating, or we are calculating the present value of share. So first of all, you need to understand that we are 8 years away by applying growth rate to growth rate, first 4 year and then next 4 year. So we are almost 8 year away, and we have last year's dividend, which is 8th year. That is why we need to make circle of this. Now as we are 8 year away, so we can find out value of share of 8th year. We cannot find out value of share 0 today, right? Because we are already away from present value, and we are already away by 8 years. So first we will find out value of share of 8th year, and that will be dividend of 8th year into constant growth rate. Now as it is mentioned in the question that after 8 year the growth rate will be constant, which is forever. So after 8th year, whatever dividend grow, it will grow by only 6%. So this is dividend of 8th year, which is 6.10, and that is why I said we have to make circle. Otherwise sometimes by mistake we take this 2 in place of d8, which is wrong. This is actually present value. We cannot take this, we have to take dividend. But sometimes in the calculation part, by mistake we take this last dividend, but actually this is present value of dividend. If we take it here, the whole calculation will get wrong. So whatever the last year's dividend, we take it here. We'll add 6% growth rate, or whatever the constant growth rate. So this is 6% divided by expected rate, which is KE minus G. So value of share after 8th year is 6.47 divided by 0.09, that is difference between expected rate and growth rate, and the value of share after 8th year will be 71.84. but still we cannot write 71.84 at this place, because our job is to write the present value. So we are 8 year away, the value of share is also 8 year away. Now we need to find out what is the value of share today. So value of share of 8th year multiplied by, we are 8 year away, so we will multiply with 8 year present value factor, which is already available, 0.327. So 71.84 multiply with 8th year present value factor, it comes to 23.49. Now this is our present value of share, and this we can write in the original formula of dividend discount model, where we need to write present value of dividend, which we already written, plus present value of share, which you just find out, 23.49. so the final answer for value of share is summation of 16.84 plus 23.49, that comes to 40.33, and this is called market value of share, or we can say real value of share. So this is how the dividend discount model can be solved. So thank you very much for the listening. Have a nice day.